See the game more clearly with extra view lenses from Norval Opticians, with £50 off our exclusive freeform frames.
John, how much can last Friday's win down at Bristol give Gloucester a real boost going into this cup quarter-final?
Yeah, I think it was just important, after like 2 weeks off, that boys will be able to get game time, sort of get back into the groove of things, play our structure, and it was nice to get a good win down there. So, it's a local derby game. It could have been a game we slipped up on, but we done the job, and then we're just building for Saturday night.
And thinking back to the last time Gloucester had a week off in the build-up to a game, hadn't gone to plan, how important was it that you did come out all guns blazing? Yeah,
I think we just sort of addressed that last time. We didn't play so well against Leicester, but we sort of changed our routine a little bit during the last second week off. Got a bit more training and got a bit more rugby volume, and just so we were ready to knuckle down and didn't have to do too much on that first week back.
And where does this game stand in the season? Because it could be Gloucester's biggest game of the season, or it could be something of a distraction now, because obviously the most direct route into the Champions Cup next season is to finish top six.
Yeah, I just think it's another game for us. We're not worried about if it's a cup game or if it's a top six game or whatever it is. It's just a game for us to perform. I think that's been something we worked towards and has done well for us. So, we're just looking to put a good performance and go up there, home game for us, play well, play our structures, and get the job done.
It is slightly different opponents, so you won't be familiar to a lot of people, but presumably your knowledge of the Pro 12 will mean that actually Cardiff not too much of an unknown for you.
Yeah, playing them in the Pro 12 would have good experience against them. Obviously they've got a few older heads up front, that Reece still there, Jenkins Matthew back from injury, a couple of foreigners that play from back home, but they're a team similar to us. Matthew lower down the table than they want. They've got the ability, got the players, but Matthew haven't had function as well. So, they'll be coming here high hopes, looking to grab a scalp away from home, because, we struggled maybe that game against the Dragons and, the last 20 minutes against Quins. So, but we can't get bogged down by that, can't get distracted by that. We've got one game and we're just building for that.
Yeah, you mentioned the Dragons game last year. I mentioned that to David. He said, well, there's so much that's happened recently, that's almost baggage we've got to drop. I mean, there could be so much baggage that Gloucester could bring into any game. It's which baggage to choose? It's almost just ditching a lot of it, isn't it, and just playing the game. Yeah,
I think we've been well. We don't dwell too much on it. We find out what we need to fix, things that we need to improve on. At times it can be a long list, but we picked the maybe 2 or 3 that's the most important for that weekend. We're just trying for that and look to make that be our real target for the weekend.
And with changes in how the coaching operation is working at the moment, has that just sort of refreshed things a little bit? You hear a different voice a little bit more, maybe?
Yeah, the coaches picked a team. It's up to the players just to train hard during the week and put their hand up. So we have no involvement in that. But it's good for team morale. Other boys getting around, sort of players leading training. And then obviously with the good weather, we'll maybe feel that's maybe going to suit our game a bit better. But it can't go away from the crucial foundations of a game, which is maybe going to be a set piece and our D.